Isn't she beautiful? The PlayStation 2. What a legendary startup screen. If you guys have never played the PlayStation 2, I don't know where you've been. I don't know what you've been doing, but you need to play a PlayStation 2 right now. Oh, Kingdom Hearts is starting up right now. I didn't even know what disc I had in there, but the PlayStation 2, man, this console has a special place in my heart because it's my first home console that I ever had growing up, and it is the home console that I definitively grew up with. You know, I went from the PlayStation 2, then an Xbox 360, PS4, and so on, but PlayStation 2, man, I still have my entire OG collection as well when it comes to PlayStation 2 games. Now, I've picked up some games since, I've picked up some more games in this collection, but most of this little curated collection there of PlayStation 2 games is my childhood collection. I never got rid of any of them, so I am very proud of that. I didn't make the same mistake as I did with the Xbox 360 where I traded in my console and a bunch of other games into GameStop. Huge mistake. Don't do that. But anyways, today we're talking about the PlayStation 2. What a generation. What an amazing console. Let me turn that off because it's super loud. So the PlayStation 2. I actually have the PlayStation 2 Slim model, which there's the Slim model and then there's the Fat model. I've never owned the Fat model. I've had a couple Slim models. Unfortunately, my original PlayStation 2 Slim from when I was growing up, from childhood, the disc reader actually went out. I guess the laser went out. I still have it though, so I can replace it at some point if I need to. But when that went out, I always pretty much have a PlayStation 2 set up in my game room no matter what at all times. So I actually went out and I picked up another one on eBay for super cheap. And it works great. A PlayStation 2 Slim, you can still get PS2 consoles pretty cheap. Especially if you get lucky. You might get even lucky thrifting or at garage sales, and you may find a console bundle with some games for like 20 bucks, 30 bucks. Of course, that might take a little bit of luck, but those deals are still out there compared to a lot of other consoles, especially retro consoles where those are really hard to find. The PlayStation 2, still very affordable and still a great system to collect for right now. With all of the crazy PlayStation nonsense that's going on right now with no more physical games starting next year. Of course, everyone's bummed out about that. Here on the channel, we support physical collecting 100%. We support physical games. We want you to be able to fully own your games. So that stinks that the industry's kind of going digital. But we're not going to talk about that today. We're not going to be bummed. We're going to talk about something exciting and more happy, which is the PlayStation 2 as a console and as a system. Before we really get into it, I would love to know if you guys grew up with the PlayStation 2 or maybe you even got it later on in life and you played the PlayStation 2 now to this day. If you enjoy the console, let me know down below. Let me know what games you guys like playing. Let me know what console you guys have. I know there's also some cool, like, not collector's editions, but there's like the transparent blue shell. I know that there's like a white PlayStation 2, a silver PlayStation 2 Slim, like some other colors. I just had a basic black one. That's all I've ever had. This is my second PlayStation 2, and my first one was a black one as well, black Slim. But I know there's some cool additions. I'd love to know, what you guys think of the console overall, if you guys collect for it. I know a lot of my subscribers are collectors, so thank you guys for that. And the question really is the PlayStation 2, does it still hold up today? Is it still worth it? 100% yes, in my opinion. Even if you did not grow up with the PlayStation 2, even if you've never played the PlayStation 2 somehow, if you are looking for a affordable retro console to collect for or to just pick up some cool games and get your gaming historical knowledge up, there's so many amazing titles on the PlayStation 2, and it has a plethora, like a huge library. Like, you will not believe how many games the PlayStation 2 has. It has a immense library, and unlike, like, may say the Nintendo Wii, there's not as much, shovelware, in my opinion. There's not as much, games that are just really nothing. Like, there is, there's some filler games in there, of course, like any console has, but it's not too bad. Honestly, most of the games for the PlayStation 2 are like really good games. Now there's some duds, of course. Like I said, any console has those, but you guys should definitely check it out. I want to go over some of my favorite games, not only from childhood, but even ones that I've picked up more as of recent. Just to give you guys a little idea of what games I like to play on it. And, I'll even probably show some gameplay of some of them. It's just it feels different, man, playing the PlayStation 2. For me, of course, nostalgia. I definitely have a little bit of nostalgia bias because I grew up with it. And I played it, growing up all the time, and I've played it even throughout like college. I played it like it's just been in my life ever since a young lad. I think something reasonable to bring up with the PlayStation 2 is the controller. Now this is my favorite PS2 controller I have, the transparent blue, crystal blue. I'm not sure exactly what they call it, but it's basically a transparent blue PS2 controller. Really love the look of this one. It's super simple and it's just clean in my opinion. And also the controller is just in great condition. I forgot where I got this from actually. I think I got this from an EB Games back in the day, if you guys know what that is. But anyways, the DualShock controller, the DualShock 2, which is this controller right here, it's a great controller. Now, is it a little jank sometimes? Possibly. But it is a really good controller. Now, will this control as well as your modern day DualShock 5 or even DualShock 4 if we're talking the PS4 controllers? No, you will not have the amount of control you have with those systems and games and controllers and just complete setups as you will with the PlayStation 2 with the DualShock 2. But it is still a great controller. It's got the nice two big thumbsticks. Oh, I forgot I actually have this in. So that it's actually showing it, moving on the screen. Anyways, it's got the D-pad, it feels good in the hand. Now for me, I have pretty big hands, so it's a little bit small. It's a little small. That's why I really like the DualShock 5. The PlayStation 5 controller. I really like that controller. But, or even the Xbox 360 controller, it fits really well in my hand. This controller is a little bit small, but it is really form-fitting. I like it. Your thumbs go right to the joysticks. That is like really good placement for them. So I really like the PlayStation 2 controller. I really don't have any complaints with it. I have like 2 others, I believe, of just the OG black DualShock 2s, and then I have like a couple off-brand ones. There's a ton of off-brand controllers you can get for the PlayStation 2, but if you really want the best definitive experience, go with the original, DualShock 2. Don't go with the off-brand because some of them are like really big. I have one that has like a really weird D-pad. It doesn't work very well, so you might want to watch out for that if you're picking up controllers for it. But yeah, I just wanted to talk on that real quick because I really do enjoy the DualShock 2. I don't know. I don't think that's too hot of a take. I think people genuinely enjoy it. Let me know if you guys do. Or if you don't, would love to know why. But yeah, DualShock 2, solid controller. Alright, now like I said, I wanted to talk about some PlayStation 2 games. Now, I have a little handful here. This is not my full collection, as you saw. But these are some of my favorites of my PlayStation 2 collection. Now, do I have every game that I want for the system yet, or already? No, I don't. Of course, there's still some games I need to pick up for the system. There are some pretty good games that are a little pricey for the system. But for the most part, you can find some great deals. I've picked up a lot of my collection for like $10 or less. So when I say you guys can collect cheap for it, I'm not lying. You really can. Now let's talk about some OG bangers. ATV Off-Road Fury. This game is amazing. There's also like 3 or 4 games in the series, I believe. I just have the first one right now. But this is a really fun game, man. There's so many different tracks and different trial runs and different courses that you can run on this game. You can do co-op multiplayer, split screen. That I did a ton of that growing up with friends growing up, like my cousins and people growing up, around my neighborhood. We played this game. Super fun, amazing soundtrack. I'm talking like some banger like early 2000s rock songs and stuff like dad rock, divorced dad rock. If you guys know what I'm talking about, there's some bangers on this in this game. And there's even a cool little quirk where if you like just drive out, if you do like free run, which is like you can basically just pick a map and then just solo, just do whatever you want, right? It's not like a race or anything. It's just freestyling. So you can just do tricks and go wherever you want. If you like just go in one direction as far as you can, eventually you'll hit the out of bounds, and you'll as soon as you drive into it, it slingshots you back. Like you literally fly in the air. It's pretty cool. I actually have a dedicated video of this game on my channel, so check that out if you're interested in seeing more gameplay of it. But ATV Off-Road Fury, amazing game. And this one is, next one is one I've caught more recently actually, and that's Iron Man. This is a pretty good game, man, and I don't remember if Iron Man 1 came out on 360 as well, on the 7th generation consoles. I know that Iron Man 2 did, but Iron Man 1, a pretty fun game, and it actually handles pretty well. It goes through the story of Iron Man. It's like, you know, a movie tie-in game pretty much, produced by Sega. I actually just realized that. That's pretty cool. Really cool game. If you're into Iron Man or superheroes, definitely check that one out. Man, this game really helped me realize what the PlayStation 2 is capable of, and how much I even slept on like more in-depth games, because I played a lot of like arcadey games, easier games growing up, you know, with the PlayStation 2. But as I got older, Resident Evil 4, a freaking banger. You will not experience another game like this, I don't think, on this generation of consoles. This game is amazing, and a lot of people will say it runs better on GameCube, but I didn't grow up with a GameCube, so I grew up with PlayStation 2, and I ended up picking it up for PlayStation 2. But this one was I picked it up maybe a couple years ago, I want to say. Played through it fully. I have another dedicated video of this game on my channel as well. Capcom, freaking amazing game, man. I also love collecting complete copies. Now, I don't really... There's some games where I don't really care as much if it is a complete copy, but... Yeah. Anyways, not gonna blabble on. RE4, if you haven't heard of it by now, I don't know what you're doing. You're probably living under a rock. If you're into video games, you know RE4, and you should definitely play it for the PlayStation 2 if you like PlayStation 2 games. Next up, Star Wars Battlefront 2. Do I really have to say much about this game? It's freaking Battlefront 2. This game is awesome. This game is like a trailblazer, especially for the time it came out. I mean, this like started a whole craze, and I absolutely love. Honestly, this is a really clean copy. I didn't even realize the copy I got was so clean. I honestly might pop this in today and play it, because this sounds fun. I feel like playing this right now. Battlefront 2, man. The story, the multiplayer, I don't know. I don't have much to say about it. You guys know that is like an all-time classic in gaming, so definitely play it. Crash Twinsanity, a 3D platformer banger that is slept on, and one of the most slept on Crash games there is out there. I actually suck at this game, but I do love this game. The PlayStation 2, man, you know, it's that generation where there's a little jank in a lot of the games, to where you play it and the hitboxes are small, so if you're not exactly accurate, 100% accuracy, like whatever you're hitting or whatever you're trying to land on while platforming, you will fall off, you will miss the shot, whatever you're doing, you will miss, and yeah, that happened a lot to me. I guess I'm not the most precise, I guess I don't have as good a control of PlayStation 2 as I want to, but yeah, amazing game. You got to play through this story. Phenomenal 3D platformer. And the game that is in my console right now, Kingdom Hearts. Now, it is sad to say I have not completed this game. I haven't finished it yet, but is this game absolutely amazing, phenomenal? 100%. You should definitely play it. I do want to get more into it. I just got to a point where I got stuck and I'm not sure what to do or where to go. I feel like I've done everything I can in one of the areas, and I'm kind of stuck. So maybe I'll make a video on that game one day. Next up, racing games. There's an amazing catalog of racing games on the PlayStation 2, and Burnout is one of the series that I love for the PlayStation 2. This is actually the first Burnout, so absolutely really cool to play this game. It's a complete copy. I have the disc in a sleeve over there, so don't worry about that. I do have the disc. Burnout's a really cool arcade game. I mean, you guys know Burnout by now. There's a bunch of different games in the series, and then they got even newer ones like, you know, Burnout Paradise on the 360, 7th generation. A lot of really cool games, but Burnout, Like the destruction mechanics in this game is really cool. The way you crash and stuff like that. Really good. Also a really good car selection, especially for the time. Now, next game is one of my, I don't know if it's in my top 5, but probably top 10 games of all time, and there's definitely some nostalgia bias in this, but that's Pac-Man World 2. And unfortunately, it's the greatest hits copy, but it is what it is. I picked this up in high school from a friend of mine that recommended it. Funny thing, he's actually never beaten this game fully. He got stuck on the last level, but I have beaten this game twice through now. Amazing game, 3D platformer. And there is some difficult parts in this game, I will tell you. If you've never played it, definitely give it a try, because it's really cool. You can also play this on modern consoles through the Pac-Man World Repack. You know, they basically did remasters of them. And you can play it on, you know, newer consoles, PlayStation 5, whatever. Pick those up and play them, because they're amazing games. But if you want to experience them in its definitive way, you know, in its original intended way, pick it up on PlayStation 2. Because this generation is when it came out. So, a Namco game, of course, is Pac-Man. That is just a few, like, bangers, and I wanted to do kind of a variety of games. There's a bunch of other games I could talk about for the PlayStation 2, like, almost endlessly. It's an amazing console, man. They're such a good generation, so many great titles, and so many that I don't even have yet. So, honestly, I've been sleeping on collecting for the PlayStation 2 lately, and I kind of need to get back to it, kind of want to get back to it. So, let me know of any PlayStation 2 games that you think I should collect for, or that you really enjoyed, either from childhood or even current day. If you guys play the PlayStation 2 currently, let me know what you guys play on it. Let me know what you like, because I'd love to know. I'm always open to suggestions for either video ideas or even just games to pick up. And I like showing pickups videos as well. So, with that, I guess I can kind of segue into, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I'm not sure what you're doing. Go ahead and subscribe if you like this type of content. If you like talking about retro consoles, even modern consoles, gaming topics, collecting, video game pickups, all that good stuff, check out the rest of the channel and at least, you know, consider subscribing if it is something that you do enjoy. I'd really appreciate it. You know, we recently hit 1,000 subscriber milestone, which is just phenomenal, man. The support you guys have given this channel has been amazing so far, and I cannot wait to just continue pouring into, you know, content ideas and giving you guys, you know, solid content and over just stuff that I love. So I really do enjoy this creative process of making this channel and making these type of videos. I'm really going out of my comfort zone doing a lot of this stuff. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, like this video, comment any suggestions you guys have down below. But that is kind of my little PlayStation 2 video update for 2026. Is it still worth it? 100%, 1,000,000%. Definitely pick up a PS2 if you haven't. It's affordable, amazing library, cheap console, solid hardware. It'll last. It's pretty reliable. So yeah, definitely pick up a PlayStation 2. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys for your time and for watching this video, especially if you've made it to the end of it. I really appreciate you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.